My name is Emily Sanzo. I play a few different instruments, but my primary instrument is the harp. So I have this harp here, which is a full-size pedal harp. I also have an electric harp, and I have a very small harp as well. So different harps suit different contexts. I also sing and play the violin and do a bit of percussive work as well. I find the harp, I don't know, it's hard to put your finger on it, but there's something magical about it, right? There's a sound that elicits an emotional response, or for me, it certainly does. I guess you might say it moves me. It makes me feel things, it makes me feel emotion. It heightens mood or changes mood. It's really powerful, and I think the harp throughout history has had some kind of power in that way. I can't explain it any further than that, but it's kind of got therapeutic qualities, I think, just in terms of the sound. I also, as well as loving the sound of the feel of it, I also love the dynamic range that it has. It can be so soft. It can actually also be very strong and powerful. And I don't play the harp in a very gentle way, usually. I really enjoy just seeing what it can do, exploring it. It goes down really low, it goes up really high. I can make all manner of different sounds with it. And also, it's like a feeling, a sensory thing. When I play it, it's resting on me and I can feel it. It's right next to my head and it's like an extension of me. Music's been part of my life since I was really young. So very lucky to have parents who were strong advocates for me having a musical education. So I learned violin and musical theory from age 5, but started learning the harp in my late 20s. It's something I'd wanted to do for a long time, and got into it through an adult education course. I love to improvise, and for me, music in general is all about mood and feeling and emotions. So when I improvise, for me that's an expression of maybe what I'm feeling at the time, what I want to feel. So I find I can use music to either heighten the mood I'm in or help me change my mood. So for me it's about that, and telling stories around mood, and also sensing the mood in the room or the context that I'm in, so the people that I'm with, and playing to that, I suppose. So I see music as a storytelling medium, or an exploration of those things, and I like to create sonic journeys that link in with that. So one improvisation, I probably couldn't recreate it on a different day. It would be different because there's so many variables. I don't tend to think about it too much, I just do it. I love going into a performance situation with no plan. I quite enjoy that. It feels unencumbered. So I go in, I won't have any plan of what I'm going to play. I will just quite simply go with what I feel and what the mood of the room is. So I find that very freeing. It's a lovely experience to not be worried about whether there's going to be a right note or a wrong note. I really welcome whatever happens. I'll be experimenting, and if I like the sound of something, then I'll go with that. There are no mistakes, so it feels quite good for me. I know a little bit about Free For All. I think it's a wonderful platform for exploring new realms and for letting go of that idea of having to, be a master of a certain instrument or to be able to play certain notes at certain times. It's about the freedom of sound and inclusion, everybody being able to come in and make an offering that's welcomed. It's pretty great. So the idea of my performance that I'd like to do is, it's not necessarily about me performing for the audience, it's about welcoming the audience to interact with the instruments and with me at that time. Once again, with this focus on there not being any right or wrong. So the performance for Free For All is on Sunday the 12th of September, and it starts at 4 p.m. at Sawtooth, and I'll be performing for about the first half an hour or so, and then we move into the community session after that. It could just be me doing the solo if nobody wants to get up, but I really hope that people will be prepared to get up and just come up and try it. And experimenting with different ways to make sound with the harp or the other instruments that I have there.